Welcome to my YouTube channel, and today we talk about Louis Farrakhan. There are very many hidden secrets about Louis Farrakhan. There are dark things behind Louis Farrakhan. There are things nobody knew about Louis Farrakhan, but make sure you stick to this YouTube channel because I'm going to tell you some controversial parts of Louis Farrakhan public record. These are the things that have made him one of the most polarized figures in the modern American history. These controversies are: you didn't know that Louis Farrakhan once split with Malcolm X. When Malcolm X left the Nation of Islam in 1964 after disagreements with Elijah Muhammad, who is Louis Farrakhan, publicly condemned Malcolm for his criticism of the group's leadership. Louis Farrakhan, years later, admitted his words contributed to the hostility that surrounded Malcolm's death and said he regretted that influence. Louis Farrakhan's breakthrough and the rebuilding of the nation Islam includes things nobody knows. After Elijah Muhammad died in 1975, his son Wariddin Muhammad turned the group toward mainstream Islam, rejecting some of its racial teachings. Farrakhan disagreed and broke away in 1978 and rebuilt the old style of Nation of Islam, preserving its teachings about black self-sufficiency and separation from the whites. Many viewed this move as a return to the original or more ideological, which created divisions within the Muslim community. You did know that Louis Farrakhan moved back to the original way of Islam, which created some divisions amongst the Muslim community. Okay, there are controversial views of race in Louis Farrakhan. Farrakhan has made statements calling white people the devil, a phrase inherited in an old doctrine. He has accused the white systems of deliberately oppressing the black people and promoted ideas of black superiority and divine mission. Supporters say that he's exposing systematic racism. Critics call it reverse racism and hate speech. By calling the white people the devil, people turned to him and say that was a hate speech to the white people, which brought him a lot of problems. Louis Farrakhan was accused of some things. He was accused of anti-Semitic allegations. He had repeatedly been accused of anti-Semitism for statements describing Jews and Satanism, bloodsuckers or controllers of banks and media. The Jewish organizations like the Anti-Defamation League and Southern Poverty Law Center have classified many of his speeches as hate speech. Farrakhan has been denying himself, putting him in anti-Semitic allegations, saying he's criticizing actions, not people, and that is the only way to speak against oppression. He said it's not hate speech. It's talking about the real actions be done by the people, but not the real people. You didn't know that Louis Farrakhan had a very good relationship with Muammar Gaddafi. Louis Farrakhan maintained a very close relationship with the Libyan leader Muammar Gaddafi. In the year 1985, Muammar Gaddafi offered Louis Farrakhan a $5 million loan to help the NYS economic projects. He even publicly praised Muammar Gaddafi as a revolutionary leader against the Western imperialisms. The United States authorities investigated the financial ties, suspecting violations of sanctions. Throughout this time, because the Libyan president was against the Western way of life, he maintained a very good relationship with Louis Farrakhan, because Louis Farrakhan was always fighting for the black people, and the black people are the people from Africa. Muammar Gaddafi was offering huge money to Louis Farrakhan to help him manage some of the economic projects. And through all this, he maintained a very, very good relationship with this man. It's believed that Louis Farrakhan had knowledge of the UFOs, the mother whale. Farrakhan has claimed to have had a vision aboard a UFO that was called the mother whale. According to the NOI technology, the mother whale is a divine spacecraft built by Allah to bring judgment on earth. He said this vision confirmed his divinely appointed mission as a messenger to black people. Critics view it as bizarre or cultic, while followers see it as spiritual revelation. That's what Louis Farrakhan claimed to be. He claimed to have a vision on board UFO, that he was a messenger appointed by Allah to come to talk to the black people. Most of the people took it as bizarre and cultic, but that's what he believed. Louis Farrakhan had ties with some of the biggest political figures in the country. Some of the very big political figures in the country. Farrakhan has met with leaders like Fidel Castro, Nelson Mandela, and also Gaddafi. He also met with some of the United States politicians like Jesse Jackson and Barack Obama. That was before Barack Obama became the presidency, which sparked a political controversy because they were blacks. In 2018, a photo resurfaced showing Obama with Farrakhan, reportedly hidden during Obama's campaign to avoid backlash because Louis Farrakhan was a black and Barack Obama was a black. Louis Farrakhan, he claimed to have the power of prophethood. Some followers of Louis Farrakhan in his branch of the Nation of Islam considered Louis Farrakhan a divinely chosen messenger, continuing Elijah Muhammad's mission. Critics, including Orthodox Muslims, rejected this as heretical, since Islam holds Muhammad as their final prophet. But he claimed to be the prophet who was to continue telling the story of Muhammad, Elijah Muhammad. This believed has caused a lasting tension between mainstream Muslims and the NOI. Did you know that Louis Farrakhan has gone through a lot of things? He has gone through social media bans and censorship. In 2018, Facebook and Instagram permanently banned him for violating hate speech policies. The ones he was saying that is satanic, yeah, those words, evil, yeah. He remains active through the NOI's official channels, like the Final Call newspaper and the website. He has gone through social media bans, which hit him hard. Okay, let's talk about something you never heard about him. You never heard about the health and resurrection rumors of Louis Farrakhan. Farrakhan had faced prostate cancer, had complications, and long absences from public view. Each time he returned, he described it as spiritual terms, saying Allah restored his health so he could complete his mission. Some followers believed his experiences brought divine protection. These complications were for long, but at this time, he did never appear in public. But later, when he appeared, he said that Allah had healed him to come and finish his mission to the people of America. Okay, let's talk about another thing you never know that was powerful yet divisive legacy. Louis Farrakhan is both revered and reviled. Too many black Americans is a symbol of pride, discipline, and self-reliance to all these black Americans. To others, it represents racial and religious extremisms. Even critics acknowledge his oratory skills, charisma, and organizing power. So, he's powerful, but yet he has a divisive legacy. So, Louis Farrakhan has said a lot of things which you never knew about him. But on this channel, I tell you about all of them. Okay, let's go briefly about its life. You don't know. Do you know that Louis Farrakhan was not born as Louis Farrakhan? Rather, he was born as Louis Eugene Walcott in Bronx in the year 1933 in New York by a mother, Sarah Money, who was an immigrant, and his father was a Jamaican. He later, after some time, joined music before becoming a minister. After joining music, he went to school but dropped out of the same school to continue with his music, which he was good at. He was performing in different areas in the country, different nightclubs, because he was good at the music. He dropped out of school, become to do music, then joined the Nation of Islam, where he became a minister and involved in social issues beyond religion. He made efforts to reduce violence in black communities, setting up clinics to help treat people free of charge. Louis Farrakhan has been a key minister in the United States of America. He had have ties with very key people in the United States of America. He has been fighting for the rights of black people in the United States of America. And these are some of the things you didn't know about Louis Farrakhan, the American minister. So make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you share this video. And let's meet on the next video.